Welcome back to the GSMC Dead Ball Sports Podcast, hosted by GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Nolan Jambert. First four segments, we talked about NBA playoffs. First segment was recap from Saturday. Then Sunday, talked about the games for tonight. Last segment, we talked about the NFL draft and the quarterbacks available. This segment, final segment number 5, we got the NFL draft and its running backs. Like I said to end off the last segment, I think this is one of the best running back classes. Not one of the best, but it's it's a really good running back class. I'll say that. A lot of guys available in this draft class, and a lot of them are very good. The consensus number 1 running back off the board will be Ashton Jeanty. And that I feel like that's just kind of a no-brainer. Excuse me. The Raiders looking at him at the seventh spot, and I believe that he will be drafted by the Raiders at that spot. He proved himself last year. A Heisman finalist, Heisman candidate. It's not easy for a running back, I feel like, to do that. I feel like nowadays it's very, very far and few for running backs. It's mostly quarterbacks and receivers. And not only going to be, leading the Boise State to the playoffs for the first time in a while, taking this Mountain West team. The Boise State's always been, kind of like a powerhouse in the Mountain West. But he's really helped that team, gain momentum. He's helped that team gain recruits just based off him alone. And Ashton Jeanty is a player that any NFL team should want and need. He's a phenomenal running back. He's like a Derrick Henry build. Yeah, he's a lot smaller, in height. He's like 5'10", but he's a very, very big guy. 211 pounds of just pure muscle. He's a beast. He's very fast too. He is 5'9". He was 5'9", 211, which is, an interesting build for a running back. You want running backs to, be a little bigger, but in height, But he's still a great player. Like I said, he took Boise State to the college football playoffs, lost to Penn State, whatever. But one of his stat lines. He put up 267 yards and a touchdown against, Georgia Southern. That's one of his, probably the best game he had all season. Yeah, Georgia Southern is Georgia Southern, whatever. He still put up 6 touchdowns and almost 300 all-purpose yards. That's insane to think about. He put up, during Penn State, his first ever playoff game, he put up 180 rushing yards and a touchdown, which is still an insane stat line to see. Penn State had one of the best run defenses in the country, possibly the best, and he puts up 180 rush yards, 200 all-purpose, and a touchdown. That's a huge thing to have, for a running back who is going into the draft and going to be probably the number 1 running back off the board. He is, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, he had the second most rushing yards all time in a season behind Barry Sanders when at Oklahoma State. He had 2,601 rushing yards, and, that's only a few yards behind Barry Sanders when he was in college at Oklahoma State. He's fast. He's got a really good stiff arm. He can catch the ball in stride, which a lot of running backs, you feel like nowadays just can't really do as well compared to Jeanty. Jeanty can catch the ball when needed. He's just the number 1 overall running back in the draft, and that's why he's going to go first as a running back, and he's probably going to the Las Vegas Raiders, and he's going to help that team succeed. I think the Raiders will be a very good team. Not very good, but definitely a lot better than they were last year, and I think Ashton Jeanty will be a huge help for them. Another running back off the board, Amarion Hampton out of North Carolina. His, the blend he has, how fast he is, his power, how strong, how quick he is. It's very, impressive. He's one of those he's kind of, people compare him, to TreVeyon Austin, which is, even though it's a whole different position, they both compare him because of how shifty they are. They're both very shifty players, or they were, compared to TreVeyon Austin. Hampton is a very shifty running back. He's 6 foot, 220. Granted, he's pretty big, but he's still very fast and very versatile for his size. He's a threat. He can catch. He can run. When he catches it, and he's already moving, have fun trying to bring him down. He's just so fast and so agile. He's just such a good running back, and probably going to be the number 2 running back off the board. Where he'll go, a lot of teams need a running back, So it really just kind of matters on what team's up at the time. But I mean, who knows where he'll fall? I mean, he could fall to his. I feel like he can probably fall to like the Steelers at 21, but we'll have to wait and see. The two Ohio State running backs, both with 1,000 yards rushing, TreVeyon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins. I still cannot say his last name, Judkins. Like I said, both 1,000 yard rushers in a single season, and that's an insane feat to have. Two of your starting running backs both going for 1,000 yards in a single season is a very, very good thing to see, especially if you're an NFL scout. I mean, talk about the first one, Henderson. 5'10", 202. Basically, it's a 5'10", 200. He's about the same size as Genty with 20 less pounds, but he's a little faster than Genty is. Henderson averaged 7 yards a carry in his time at Ohio State in 2024. That's the eighth best. It's the eighth best in college football. I mean, that's really good. Averaging almost a first down every carry is always a good thing. He's fast. He's quick. He's quick off his feet. He can catch the ball in stride. Anything you need, he can do. And speaking of Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins out of Ohio State, another 1,000-yard rusher for Ohio State. Same build as TreVeyon, about 6 foot. Actually, same build, same height as TreVeyon, same weight as Genty. 6 foot, 221 pounds. I mean, he's really good. I mean, he's literally him and TreVeyon are about the same person. They're both so fast. They're both so quick off their feet. They can both catch and stride. I mean, Quinshon had 11-foot broad jump. I mean, he can get 11 feet off the 11 feet just through it. Like, he can jump 11 feet. I mean, that's insane to think about if you really think about it. He can jump 11 feet, just not in the air, which, I mean, he one of the best verticals, 38.5 inches, about 2.5 feet, like 2 3/4 feet. His 10-yard split, 1.51 seconds. I mean, that's insane. He is so quick, and he's going to be a threat in the backfield. If these two, TreVeyon and Quinshon, both get paired up somehow in the NFL, in the same backfield, splitting snaps at the same backfield, same time. I mean, they're going to be a force to reckon with, and they're going to be a team that I'd be like a combo that I'd be very scared to line up against. Another running back I do want to talk about, the final one, Cam Skattebo out of Arizona State. I think Cam Skattebo is going to be the steal of the running back draft class. He really proved himself in the playoffs against Texas as, I'm a dog. I mean, he had 300 all-purpose yards, 2 touchdowns, and he was the reason that they were able to take that game to overtime and almost come back and win. I mean, he's just a freak of nature. I mean, he's fast. He had 1,500 rushing yards. Since Christian McCaffrey, he's the first running back to have 1,500 rushing yards and 500 receiving yards in a single season, which is actually insane. I mean, who cares about the teams they played? Putting up 2,000 all-purpose yards, 1,500 of those coming from rushing. I mean, that's insane. His core strength and his balance are insane. I mean, look at his stat combine. I mean, it's insane. He's 5'10", 219, so he's not small. I mean, he's not he's my size. He's literally the same height as me. He's 5'10", except he's got 50 pounds on me in weight. Actually 70 pounds. Sorry. But he's a freak of nature. I mean, he is going to be a very good player in the NFL. If you watched him against Texas, you'll know that he plays for something. He plays to win. And you can see in that mentality that he has to play with that he wants to bring winning to whatever team he's on. And he's going to be a steal. Wherever team gets him, he's going to dominate. And I'm excited to see. I think he can maybe be, early third, late second. But only time will tell, and I hope I'm right because I want to see him succeed very much in the NFL. That's all I got for you. That's all I got today. Thank you for tuning in to the Dead Ball Sports Podcast, hosted by GSMC Sports Network. Your continuous support really means the world, so feel free to like, comment, and share with your friends. If you want to stay up to date with all things GSMC, make sure to follow us on all of our socials, including X/Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. If you have a social media, we're on it. So make sure to follow us there to stay up to date all things GSMC. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon.
Yeah. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to